Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be talking about the essentials you need to know when you're moving to the UK as an international student, as a new international student. We're going to talk about money, we're going to talk about accommodation, we're going to talk about like how to get a job. So stay tuned. If that's something you're interested in, then you definitely want to watch this video, okay? Hi guys, like I said, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Sylvia, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back as always. Okay guys, this video, like I said, is all about the essentials you need as a new international student in the UK. I have more of an advantage in making this video because I've been here for over a year, so I know a lot of things concerning being a new student here in UK, and I've kind of passed that stage of being new. I remember like when I was coming to the UK, I was just watching a lot of videos, and to be honest with you, finding a video that had like everything I needed, because I'm such a lists person, I like to make lists. So finding a video that had like step by step on every single thing that I need to make my life easier was very difficult. So this video is one of a kind, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to literally give you a list of everything that you need to consider after you've gotten your admission and you've gotten your visa. So if I were you, I would whip out a pen and paper or be jotting this down on my notes section in my phone, because this is very important. And I'm going to list them according to importance, my perspective on what is important. So this might be different for you. Number one thing you want to do when you come to the UK is you have to have money on you. Okay, I never understood like coming to a new country without any money on you, especially like because you need to feed, you need to find a place to live and pay the rent. Okay, so you need to have enough money on you that would be enough to cover at least 4 months rent. I don't want to say 6 months because I think that's kind of a stretch, but at least 4 months rent. Don't come to UK without any money and think that, oh, I'm gonna get a job in like 1 week and start making money enough to pay rent, because it's going to be very tough for you because you need to feed. So come with some money at least. You can come with dollars. There are a lot of bureau de change around. You can change your dollars to pounds. For Nigerians, change your naira to dollar before you come, or pounds, anyone you want to do, but change it. Okay, you can go to the bank to do that for you too. You can also, that I think it's even better to go to the bank to change, because you get it at bank rate rather than black market rate. Okay, so that's number one thing. Money is very important, that you have money on you when you're coming to the UK. Next thing that you want to consider is accommodation. This is very important, because unless you have somewhere to squat for a while, you're going to be stranded when you come here. They're not giving out, there is no place in this world that they're just randomly giving out accommodation. I don't think that's a thing. You must have your accommodation on the ground before you come if you want to make your life easier, and that's the truth. I have a video on how to find an accommodation, and personally, before I came, I sorted out accommodation. It was like the number one thing on my list, accommodation, because it's very important that you know where you're going to be sleeping. Okay, you don't want to go and inconvenience like a family member or inconvenience a friend for a long period of time because you're new here. So sort out your accommodation so that you kind of have that figured out. So you have money and now you sorted out accommodation. You're already like halfway there. And now the next thing you need to consider is you need to get a new SIM as soon as you step into the UK. I heard that you can get a new SIM in the airport. I didn't get a SIM in the airport. I actually got a SIM from a convenience store when I arrived in London. So I heard that airport SIMs are more expensive, but you can always get a SIM from one convenience store. I use Leica Mobile. They're okay. I don't know about other SIM cards, but Leica is okay. So yeah, so get a SIM, because that's very important. The SIM is going to help you with filling out a lot of forms. Moving forward, everything you're going to do in the UK, you're going to be filling forms, and they're going to require your UK number. So you're not going to put in your Nigerian number, you're going to put in your UK number. So it's very important that you have a new SIM. As soon as you get here, get a new SIM, and you need money to get a SIM. So you see how everything is just falling in place. So money, accommodation, get yourself a new SIM. Next thing you want to consider is a bank account. This is very important, because here in the UK, almost everything is contactless payment. Okay, so that means lots of places don't accept cash payment, so you're going to be using card to pay. So get a bank account, register with a bank account. Easy bank accounts you can register with like the online ones like Monzo, Revolut. As soon as I entered here, I got Revolut, and luckily for me, Revolut was doing this whole invite a friend and get free like £50 or something. So I got like some £50 here and there, and every friend that I had coming to UK, I'll tell them use my Revolut code, because you always get like 50, I'll get 50 pounds. We'll just split it and give the person 25 and I'll keep 25. Sometimes we do 250 pounds, sometimes we do 100 pounds. It really depends. So get yourself a bank account. You don't have to get a proper account. Like I said, you can get an online account because it just makes life easier, and these things are very easy to register. So as soon as you put like your address and you put your phone number, you can now register for the bank account, and literally the ATM card comes in like a day or two. Before the ATM card even comes, like for Revolut already had like the virtual card. So I have a virtual card that I could start using to pay for stuff even before my physical card came. So that was very helpful. So get yourself a bank account. It's very important so that you not be walking around looking for who can help you pay for things, because that thing is very inconveniencing and you don't want to be inconveniencing people, especially people you don't know. So after you've gotten a bank account, the next thing that you want to consider is getting a national insurance number. So this is very important because this is going to help you when you're applying for jobs. All your employers are going to be asking you for your national insurance number because this is how they track your tax payments. So when you get a job, a percentage of your payments or your salary or wages or whatever you want to call it goes into your taxes, and that's a very big deal. So your national insurance number helps with the tracking of those taxes, and it's very important. An employer is going to look for it. You as an employee, you should have it. So apply for your national insurance number. Sometimes it takes about 2 weeks, sometimes it takes about 4 weeks, sometimes it takes about a month. That's the same thing. Okay, sometimes it takes about 2 months. So you might be lucky, yours might take 2 weeks. Mine took about a month. So I applied for my national insurance number while I was in London for it to be sent to my accommodation here in Swansea. So as soon as I got into Swansea, I had my national insurance number already waiting for me in the mail. So you have to do it very quickly. And until you have your national insurance number, a lot of potential employers will not take you seriously. They will not want to employ you because you don't have your national insurance number. Now, some people actually would employ you without your national insurance number because there's some sort of code you can generate if you're waiting for your national insurance number. You generate that code, I think it's called a share code, and you can give it to your employer so that they know you're a valid resident here in the UK. So it's just all these things very important because the employer will not want to employ you if you don't have a national insurance number because they don't know anything about you and your CV is not enough. National insurance number tracks everything. So the national insurance number is like your personal badge of honor here in the UK. Immediately you get your phone number, apply for your national insurance number. It's very important. So the next thing on the list is a job. Now, I won't say it's like immediately after national insurance number because you can always get a job before your national insurance number, but these two things kind of coincide. So you want to get your national insurance number and then get a job, okay? So the job thing is quite a journey, okay? So some people are very lucky, they get a job in a week. You get a job in 2 weeks, get a job in a month. Some people search for jobs for months and they don't find jobs, especially if you're in a small city. Like for example, you're in Swansea now. There are no jobs in Swansea. So like you're going to be searching for months. But if you're lucky, if you're like in a city that is very populated and is like, I think Bristol is very commercial in a sense, and it's easier to get jobs in Bristol compared to like a place like Swansea that is such a small town. So I would advise go job hunting immediately you get your national insurance number, or when you're in the process of getting your national insurance number. Start sending out your CV like water, okay? And I talk about job hunting, I talk about like little part-time jobs, nothing serious. That's if you don't have a job already, you know, because I'm just assuming you don't. So start sending out your CV, okay? Tailor your CV to the job role. Like me, for example, when I was sending out my CV for all these part-time jobs, I had worked with my mom, so I had done like little work there. Okay, I was just talking to customers and like stuff like that. Whenever I was on holiday, I put in my CV that I was, you know, customer assistant. I was consulting with customers. I was like sales representative. I completely blew it out of proportion. I made it seem like my role was extremely large, but it was just small. Okay, so that's what they want to see. Put it there, everything. Just tailor the CV to the roles that you're applying for to make it easier for you. So you're not just sending your CV to people that will not value it. Simple. The next one you want to consider is you want to get your first bus app. Okay, this is very important. This app will save your life. take it from me, it will save your life, because you won't know when the buses are coming. Even though there are, like, in the bus stops, there are usually all these posters on the bus stops that show you the time that buses come. But after COVID happened, a lot of things changed, a lot of things kind of went, and some of these posters have not been updated to fit the current situation. Let me give you a very good example. Like right now in Swansea, when I came, we had bus 8 and bus 10 for students. Okay, right now we have bus 8, we have bus 10, we have bus 10A. Like, all these new numbers are coming up, and they have not been reflected on the poster in the bus stop. So bus 10A could be coming, and you're here waiting for bus 10, which is coming in like next 20 minutes. You 10A just passed, and you're still in your house because you don't know that bus 10A has already passed. Yeah, that's just a random example, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Use the First Bus app. The First Bus app will alert you to everything. You can even set it to tell you when a particular bus is coming. Like for me, I had bus 10 on standby all the time, because it will pick me up from my doorstep and take me directly to school, and then pick me up from school and bring me directly to my doorstep. So I did not have to like be walking to find a bus stop that is nearby. So bus 10 was very convenient for me. So I had bus 10 on standby, and that was because I had the First Bus app. So please get yourself the First Bus app, okay? So you'll not be asking people random questions and be looking too lost. The next thing, and this is the last one, and I think you already know this, is that Google Maps is your friend. It is your greatest ally. Everywhere you want to go to, Google Maps. If you want to walk, Google Maps. Even like the buses too, they show the time they're coming on Google Maps, in case you don't want to get the First Bus app. You want to have Google Maps on standby. You don't understand how Google Maps has helped me get to places. Like, I would be lost without Google Maps, because when I first came, I had this app called Move It, and it was very good until I got lost with Move It. It was telling me I was at a place, but I was not there. But Google Maps was very helpful. I don't know why I did not think of Google Maps as soon as I came in. I kind of went and downloaded another app to do the same thing that Google Maps was doing. Doesn't make any sense, should we? So have Google Maps on standby. And aside from Google Maps, generally, Google is your friend. Google everything. Google locations. Google, as in, there's nothing that you cannot Google here in UK. Google it. Google whatever looks strange to you. Google it. If you want to check like the seasonal changes, like the weather, how it changes, Google it. When is fall? When is winter? When is summer? When is autumn? You want to Google all these things so that you're dressed according to the occasion, so that you'll not be walking outside and it is fall and you have like this big jacket on, because in your mind you think it's winter. And this is an extreme example, but you get it. So Google every single thing, okay? One thing I want to leave you with is watch people. Watch everything people are doing, okay? Because it's very easy to be confused in a new country, because things are different in each country. In Nigeria, for example, the pedestrian walkway, I don't think it exists. Maybe the markings are there on the road, but they don't pay attention to it. So coming here, it's like you have to press this button and then, all the cars stop and you walk. If you did not know this before, you could watch people and how they do it, and then you just do like that. So it's very important to watch people when you're in the UK. Just see how they're doing things, see where they're queuing. If you go into a grocery store, you're kind of lost on how to navigate, because sometimes it happens. Just look at people, watch carefully, and proceed accordingly, okay? So that's the last piece of advice I'm going to leave you with, and I hope this was very helpful to you. I'm taking it step by step on everything you need to do, and if you follow these steps religiously, I promise you, you will not get lost. You won't feel overly new in the UK. And I'm so glad that I'm able to sit down here and make this video, because I couldn't find a video that had everything I wanted just spelled out to me as quick as possible, like the one I'm doing right now. And I'm just very happy doing this for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next video.